available. And in this case, Martin Vernon died during that rescue operation. So we speak about him.
That's weird. All right, hey. It was weird because I was still playing the radio while I was going live. Normally it switches the audio off. But it's Alan and both sides of the pond. Here we are, just coming through St. Louis, Missouri, although I'm still in Illinois right now on I-64. It is a bloody miserable grey day. It's been like this all day. I've been in rain, various degrees of rain, through Lexington this morning, and here we are in St. Louis. We'll also get to go through Kansas City later on in the day before I head up towards Omaha, Nebraska on my journey to Utah. It's October the 29th, 2021. Winter's coming. I've said that before. Let's not do that one again. Getting boring if I'm getting repetitive, I guess. But yeah. So I thought I'd go live through cities. It's always interesting. I have to shut up on occasions when the traffic gets too heavy. I like to concentrate on what's going on because of all the idiots, and which is exacerbated when you got slippery road conditions and poor visibility. It is 9:53 hours right now on this miserable day, and yeah, brake lights, way up, brake lights. Yeah, visibility is pretty poor. We're going to be heading straight through the center of St. Louis. You can go around the bypass, but I find it quicker this time of day especially. I've missed the rush hour just to go straight through. We'll pass right by the arch. You get to see that, which is featured predominantly in a new show I've been watching called Defiance. Well, it's a new show to me. I know there's 3 seasons of it available on DVD and Blu-ray, but Amazon were offering season 1 at like under $10, so I thought for under $10 we'll give it a try. That was the Blu-ray version. And it's pretty good. It's set in St. Louis in the future, but there's not much of St. Louis left. The whole planet has been terraformed by aliens. The whole system then collapsed, and then it's kind of a what happens next with a conglomeration of various aliens and earthlings. It's a pretty good show. I'm enjoying it. One of the main characters was Dexter's wife from the show Dexter. I can't remember her name in the show. It's that long since I saw her. A great show. And currently we're getting a new season of Dexter coming out sometime in the near future. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, so Defiance is set in a futuristic. But that's where we're heading now. We're just on the outskirts, around by the O'Fallon area. But miserable day, miserable. Still it's not snowing, although it's 54 degrees, so we're safe from freezing roads. All we've got to deal with is rain right now, no snow and no ice, which is, I don't know that I can be able to say that for the whole journey. Because Wyoming's been already, I-80's been closed down in the Cheyenne area twice. It's only October. Rain's getting heavier. Slow down a little bit. Only drive as fast as I can see. Maintain a very good gap between me and the vehicle in front, although people will drive into that gap because it's a vacuum. Bugger off. People have slowed down, so that's encouraging, although a lot of them have slowed down to take this turn off, but not very pleasant conditions for sure. One viewer, don't know who that is, doesn't tell me. I wish it would tell me who it is. I know when I've been listening to listen to a lot of podcasts, and been listening to some of the original Joe Rogan podcasts. And his first one, he got like 500 viewers on his first podcast, where I guess Joe Rogan's famous and I'm not in the slightest. Known by nobody. Tis I. Staying in that one viewer left. I guess it was that boring. Sorry. I am driving. I am concentrating. I'm not sat in a nice, comfortable studio. I've just got to make up shit as I'm going along. Can it help being boring? I am Mr. Boring. Loads of things I can talk about politically, but I'm trying to keep politics out of my broadcast, at least for the time being, as much as I can. Let's go Brandon, I will say that much. Let's go Brandon. Coming up to Fairview Heights. That's where we're at right now. Heading west. Pick up I-70 in St. Louis for a little bit. Keeping out of the right-hand lane, using that for local traffic, so they don't get in my way and I don't get in their way. It's always a good idea when you come into city traffic, is to keep the right-hand lane clear for vehicles coming on and off the interstates. Hope you're enjoying the scenery. There's trees, road, cars, trucks. 500 yards. Making sure I'm maintaining a decent braking distance. Strange things happen, as they invariably do.
Reggie, you got your radio on?
Yeah, what's up?
You doing?
It's not even.
Turn the headlights on, you'll be safer. Okay? How about that? I can hear it. No, I'm recording DC. You got somebody sitting over here talking to me, or what? I see this going there down on that, going to pick up a dump truck to steal a bank from it. Sounds like what? You're in the rain, my favorite. Nice. Brother, Brandon. Keep it going, keep the dollars flowing. Sure, that's right. You gonna be a test this year, buddy? No, oh shit, where did I go on there? No, I decided not to. I think I'm just gonna fool around here this winter. Good deal. Yeah, it was alright, but I think I had my share. You know, you gonna try to get out of that? No. I'm just gonna stick around here, I think, for now, but, are you going back in the winter? No, I started Monday at ETV. Nice, good shit, man. Almost actually left lane and jumped on me. Them on the road. I thought you was going over to Ready Mix. I did. I like that one. I got a offer here, so try to bring it back here. There you go, good deal. Well, good talking to you again, Ricky. Hopefully it works out for you, buddy. Yeah, I've been looking for you out there. I ain't seen you yet, so it's good to see you, brother. I appreciate it. You going down south here? I thought you was going to keep going there. I am still filming you guys. Got some more jump trucks in there. Okay, there you go, squealing.
Well, that was interesting. I understood about 50% of
You're
it.
on higher, me, so that's alright. I'll stick around here. I got all my rejection letters too. Then all of a sudden someone I don't know, lady comes me, wanted to know if I wanted an interview. So that's fine. So I came in for an interview. I thought it was a test job. But after I need an interview for the test job again, she's like, oh, for a full time. I'm like, oh, okay, that's okay. So, next week, so. Green truck, I guess. You gotta get your skirt on your neck. I don't know if it's not until the orientation is on Monday and bringing all my paperwork and all sit through the classes, I'm sure. And then eventually I'll figure that out. What was it? Good deal. Good deal. Good, that's good deal. Make it on to this. See you over. Okay. Coming back. Zombie's coming back. Yeah. Experience, man. And then, I know something I had a problem with this.
Well, that's annoying. Get in this lane here because we'll be turning off shortly. There's a nice train there, shuttle metro system, what do you call it?
In 1 mile, take exit 3B on the right to I-70 West.
This guy gonna come over on me here. Yeah, there he is. Yes, no. What's going on? Yeah, you are. Fucking it has to be in the last possible minute. Yeah, just take the braking space, mate. That's okay. Don't worry about it. I can see the arch now. I knew what he was going to do, though. Just couldn't get in line in time. I had to come in at the last minute. I just slow down a little bit, open up the gap. We're going Kansas City, West 70. If you're interested, that's the turn we're following. Hasn't somebody just put him up? How does it feel, buddy?
Be in the second lane from the right.
Lane's strong.
Then take the exit to I-70 West.
Yeah, I know where I'm going. St. Louis is a bit of a hub city, which means, lots of roads pass through it to get anywhere. There's certain cities you seem to always have to go through. Nashville, St. Louis, Kansas, Atlanta's another one, Dallas. You can hear that noise, that's a fan belt slipping, and I've told them about it. It needs to be looked at. The last time I was on home time, went in the shop and it's still slipping. They may have tightened it a little bit, I don't know. The arch is off to our left, by the way. You can't see it right now. But they didn't fix it. Then and if the tension's there, I've checked the tension. So what it makes me think is that the rubber is starting to be a little bit
In
perishable,
2.5
should be replaced.
miles, keep right
And I'll
to
get on the back
I-70
next
West.
time I'm on home time. Insist that they change the belt and put one new one in. Funny smell. Smells like animal feed, or that's the animal feed. Let me just get over here. Check my blind side's clear. See the arch as I turn the camera around. Just off to our left, as is the downtown area.
In 1 mile, keep right to I-70 West.
I don't know if you can see it there. This is good as I can do for you. Miserable day. Well, that's just crossing Missouri.
Be in either of the 2 right lanes.
Getting through, the traffic's great actually. The traffic is awesome, it's really light, which is nice. I know we're outside of the rush hour period, but still, even so, this traffic is great, it's very light, much lighter than normal. Awesome.
Continue on I-70.
Dimensions of a truck, if anybody's interested and they aren't semi-drivers, is the height of this truck at the trailer at the tallest point is 13'6". It's 8'6" width and well, the trailer's 53 foot, but with the tractor as well, it's around about 73 to 75 foot. Those are the dimensions. The most important one's the height. Got to look at them bridges there. That one's 15 foot 1 inches. If you see anything that's below 13'6", don't go through it. Now there are some bridges, if you go over George Washington Bridge, once you get past that, there's some bridges that said that they're like 13.5, and there's actually one that says 12 foot 10, but you can get a 13'7" trailer through it. That's on 95. Can't figure out why they've got it marked just the way they have. It's very scary first time you go through there. Fortunately, the first time I went through was with a trainer, and he assured me that it would go through. A 13'6" trailer would go through a bridge that said it was 12 foot 10. I don't know why they've got them signs, but they do scare the crap out of you. But yeah, the important thing, not, you should always be watching bridge heights. Pretty safe if you're on an interstate, because an interstate, if they had a bridge that was less than 36, it would be getting hit every 5 minutes, probably less than that. There, 1410. The sign says lots of room. You've got to keep an eye out for that. They did want me to do a fuel stop in St. Louis, but it's a pain in the arse to get on and off, and I filled the tanks up in the place I stayed the night in the Loves, so I'm good all the way through to Nebraska. Some of these, it's not so much the getting on and off, but some of these big city truck stops, you got like 5 and 6 deep at the pump. People taking a half an hour break regardless, and then you wait forever to get your turn to get to the pump. Now if you're waiting for a half an hour break, that's fine, because you'll take that while you're waiting. But I try and avoid the big city ones when I can because of that. Wait forever to get fueled up. You wait forever! Move your truck! Stop taking your 30-minute breaks on the frickin' fuel islands. It makes me want to pull! Somebody once said. Anyway. Next stop is Kansas City once we get out of here. Then we start heading north. One thing that most trucking companies with their orientation and safety training they impress upon you is keeping yourself a decent braking distance, and that's really important, especially through the city, especially when it's wet, is to always maintain enough room to allow you to stop the vehicle, because you can kill yourself and kill others. Now cars will always take, and trucks take your braking spot, where in the cities you just got to back off and build it up again. Usually if a car takes your braking area, they'll give you it straight back because they're going faster than you. They'll get in and out of it pretty quickly. Uh-oh, lots of blue lights there. What's going on the other side? Surely not all them cops for that one car. Interesting. Or not. It's like 5 cop cars and just one vehicle stopped. Must be a bad lad. Are you a bad lad? You're going to get your ass spanked. The right-hand lane, so now I'm in the local traffic lane, so I'll try and get over one lane shortly. There you go. Sorry, somebody trying to undertake us here. Just ran out of gap between me and that truck on the right. Be patient. You'll get there in the end. The most important thing is to get there safely. Yeah, got a semi behind us at all. can actually use the left-hand lane. I'll get over and I'll let you pass. Because I'm a nice guy. This is not a no trucks left-hand lane road right here. They can use the left-hand lane. Just a smidgen under 80,000 pounds. I'm almost fully loaded, so when I hit the banks, I slow down. It's going to be slow and tortuous going through the mountains in Wyoming. I'll let the semis past and I'll maintain middle lane, keep the right-hand lane free for local traffic. Amazed at how light this traffic is. Amazed, and I ain't complaining. Maybe the rain kept them all in the house because they don't want to get wet. St. Louis is actually the murder capital of the country. It has the highest murder rate of any city in the United States of America. The most violent city in the country. So if you come into St. Louis, my advice is don't. Keep away from St. Louis or you will be, well, you statistically stand a higher chance of being murdered. Isn't that nice? Crazy's in front of me. Braking a little bit. Give them plenty of room, let them get away from me and get on with their little tay-dartays without affecting me. Keep it forward focus there, driving parallel with each other. Because I'm going to have to get over. Fucking fuck. This is exit only, so I need to get over. Let's see. This truck certainly ain't gonna let me over. Kansas City Airport, International Airport on the right hand side. Sorry, Kansas, St. Louis International Airport. I've flown out of there before. As big as Chicago O'Hare or Hartsfield International in Atlanta. Atlanta one is just planes are flying from everywhere every couple of minutes. Anything taken off from there today will disappear almost immediately in the cloud. Gusty out there. Should be able to see the control tower, or maybe not there, I don't know. Just off to the right. Trees disappear, you'll just be able to see the top of the control tower there poking out. Maybe that rail line is in the way. See, being in the right-hand lane now, this is what you've got to deal with, is the local traffic on and off. You're constantly braking, and you're getting their way, and we getting their way, they're getting our way. And I don't have any acceleration like any semi, so I can't really accelerate. All I've got is brake, so I'm going back. There's a runway there for the airport. If you look to your right, you'll see them. No planes taking off. I don't think I've ever seen a plane coming in or going out when I've drove past it, and I've drove past here a lot of times. Ending this coverage shortly. Just in the outer suburbs now, 70, I-70. I'm bloody hungry. Can somebody send me some food? I had my protein drink this morning and an apple, but I'm still hungry. And I had my brand breakfast. I'm trying to eat a little bit more healthy in a little bit more moderation, because it's so easy to put on weight driving a truck. Not an awful lot of exercise sat in a truck seat for 14 hours a day. And when you get to some of the truck stops you have to stay at, you don't be walking about, because you'll probably get murdered, especially if you're in St. Louis. So diet is, exercise is not always easy. Some people manage it better than others. So you have to try and focus on your diet. I am hungry, could do with a burger, but I'm not going to get one. No burgers will pass these lips today. Oh, my belly, need food. It's a struggle being a fat bastard. Nice place to break down there. Settle back into the right-hand lane as we get out of the major part of St. Louis, out kind of the suburbs. St. Charles ahead and St. Peter's. Let's slow it down a little bit because there's going to be a lot of to and fro in here. People coming in off from the right. If this guy room to get over if he wants it. Somebody and sound my horn and wind the window down and pass me some food over. I've been driving for 5 hours. I could take a break in the next. I'll probably take a break once I get out of St. Louis. I think I'll take a break and have a bite to eat. Some peanut butter or something like that. Just some bread and butter, just to take away the hunger pangs until I get my supper tonight at about. I expect to finish about 4:30 today, local time. I've got a Love's picked out where I plan on staying. It's not the biggest one, it's under 100 spots, but because I'm getting there at about 4:30, I should be able to find a spot. The place I stayed at last night, I got there at 6:10. 6:10, it was a Love's. It was a smaller one, but it wasn't on a busy road. It was on a section of I-64 that really wasn't busy between Lexington and Louisville. One spot, I got the last spot. Amazing. Casino there, the Meristar Casino. Being a gambler, so that's never really interested me in the slightest. Never had a interest in gambling. It's a way to throw your money away and have nothing to show for it whatsoever. I'd like to spend money, but I'd rather buy guns, fish tanks, or cameras and guns. Oh yeah. My wife likes diamonds. I guess this guy's kicking out the local traffic as well. However, he's traveling significantly slower than everybody else. Guy in front of him. Lost all my revs just coming up to a bank. Isn't that the worst? left lane, no trucks. So I can't go back there. Reduce speed during wet conditions. Well, duh. So, I've been driving now for 5 hours and 12 minutes. So quite hilly and, busy roads through three cities. I've managed to do 324.2 miles, averaging 63 miles an hour and getting 8.5 miles to the gallon, which is pretty good when you consider I've been on a lot of up and down roads, a lot of hills, and I'm almost at 80,000 pounds. I'm almost maximum weight here. So to get 8.5 miles to the gallon, that's pretty good. The last truck I had was a T680 and I would have been at like 6.9s. I'd have been happy with 7.5. I would have said that's amazing at 7.5, but it would have been low 7s, probably high 6s. It was awful. My Freightliner was better. Freightliner was decent on fuel. This Volvo's great on fuel. My T680 was terrible. A terrible mileage for it. And I spent a while as a contractor as well, so I was paying for the fuel. Quite annoying to have that truck. It's very thirsty. It's like an alcoholic. Diesel alcoholic. Dieselolic. Semis behind me, I can't get in anyway, but now that they can't use the left lane, I keep an eye on my radial mirror for any semis. I won't hold them up, I'll get over and allow them to get past if I can get in. Braking room, because now I've got nowhere to go. These are tight lanes, Jesus Christ. Tight. Okay, so now I've got a semi close up behind me. So the next opportunity, I'll get in, get out of his way, allow him to go on with his business, drive at whatever speed he wants to do. Windy again. Wentzville, 70 West. Let's go to Wentzville. There you go. The other good thing about letting this truck get past me is that if there's a cop waiting to give people tickets, he's faster than me, he'll get the tickets if he's in front. Have the ticket, my friend, it's all yours. I don't want the ticket. Policeman no want my money. Oh. Just past Peters, next up will be Old Fallon. This is great. Light traffic. Love it. Can't believe that I'm getting through St. Louis and maintain a 63 mile an hour average speed. Now, of course, you guys who can do 70s and 75s and 80s and beyond will be like, oh, it's terrible. Well, I'm governed to 65. I can't go faster than 65 unless I'm going downhill. So to maintain 63 average over 5 hours, 63 miles an hour, that is fantastic. Life as a company driver with a governed truck. A lot of the companies are bumping up their governed speed to try and halt attrition, because it's one of the factors why people leave. They don't like the slow trucks. Stevens, 64 miles an hour. They've actually bumped it up to 68 miles an hour once you've been with the company for a year. So that's a decent bump up of an extra 4 miles an hour, but you must have been with the company. I don't know if it's accident free. I suspect knowing Stevens, it will be 1 year's worth of accident free driving. I'd be surprised if you had like 10 accidents in your first year. First, I'd be surprised if you're still working there. And secondly, I'm surprised if they'd give you an extra 4 miles an hour. TMC, they've had a speed bump. I think they're up to 65 now or 66. Crete, they've had a speed bump recently. They've been bumped up. So I'm hoping we will, get another 3 miles an hour. I know some of our trucks have got a push to pass. For half an hour a day, you can, by a double click on the accelerator or a double tap on the accelerator, you can up the speed to 67 miles an hour from 65, but the Volvos don't have that, so I'm stuck with 65, and that's to help you pass. Now, it is nice, because that's probably the worst part about having a governed truck, is you go to overtake somebody at a similar speed to you, and it can take forever, and you don't have to cut to the front end of a truck. There's no need for you to be over that quick. It doesn't come. That's so annoying. Now I've got to kiss heads. When you pull into a truck and you're that close, and if you have to brake suddenly, you're probably going to be dead at the end of it. If you have to brake suddenly, I ain't going to be able to stop anywhere near as quickly as you. And you're probably going to have a truck riding over the truck on top of you. I'll walk away and dust myself off and have to live with killing you on my conscience, although it wouldn't be on the conscience because it's not my fault. But you'll be dead. You don't have to pull in so sharp. Get away from the vehicle and then pull in. I'm trying to protect you as a car driver by giving myself plenty of stopping room. But if you pull in a couple of feet in front of me and something happens ahead, well, you have to brake hard. I'm going straight over the top of you. There ain't nothing I can do about it. Especially when I'm at 80,000 pounds. That's 40 tons. That does not want to stop. Your brakes want to turn the inertia into heat. But the truck the inertia just doesn't want to be heat. It wants to be forward momentum. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. There's nothing really to see now. So I hope you enjoyed St. Louis. It was a miserable day. There wasn't an awful lot to see. If we'd have took a different route, we would have went right past the arch. But 70, you take that new bridge. Kind of a dreary, dull day. But I'm going to get the heck out of here. And hope you have a great day. I'll probably do a video for Kansas City when we go through Kansas City in a few hours from now. So hit the subscribe button below. This is Alan from both sides of the pond. Let's go, Brandon. That's all I got to say. Let's go, Brandon.